This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
We inch closer and closer to the Sweet 16 matchup in Cleveland between number 1 overall seed Kentucky and 5 seed West Virginia. Both teams meeting with the media this afternoon, and the Wildcat players answered all kinds of questions about the Mountaineer full court pressure and how WVU is ranked number 1 in steals per game, but freshman guards Tyler Eulis and Devin Booker are confident in their ball handling to deal with their pressure.
I pride myself in not turning the ball over, so, I just got to make sure I'm focused and just, handle the pressure like, just try to treat it like we did Louisville and Arkansas and stuff like that. And, just focus on taking care of the ball.
Kind of like Tyler said, our depth's important, and, we're going to be playing at a fast-paced game, and I think we'll be ready for it.
All right, let's turn our attention to the Mountaineers now. Big 12 Coach of the Year Bob Huggins has had some success against his longtime friend John Calipari, going 8-2 overall against him. But Coach Huggins had nothing but high praise for Cal when asked if he thinks Cal should have won Coach of the Year over Virginia's Tony Bennett.
Well, every year they have that award. There's a bunch of guys that really deserve to win it, honestly. What Tony's done at Virginia is nothing short of remarkable. I have said, I think, with the job that John's done, it's not, people think it's easy when you have all those players, and it's hard because you got a whole bunch of guys that think they can take over a game, and you have to get them to play together. What he's done with them defensively is terrific. They're really, really good defensively. But yeah, I thought John certainly could have won it, but I can't say Tony shouldn't have.
All right, you've heard from both sides. Now you have to wait one more day for 1 seed Kentucky versus 5 seed West Virginia. UK and WVU will tip off at approximately 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time in Cleveland. You can watch the game right here on WYMT. Well, coming up next in sports, when the Wildcats hit the court Thursday against West Virginia, they'll be going up against one Mountaineer who spent some time playing in the mountains. When the Cats and Mountaineers tip off tomorrow night, one West Virginia guard will take the court with Eastern Kentucky ties. Our sports director, Josh McKinney, has the story.
While no player in the game Thursday night between Kentucky and West Virginia is actually from Eastern Kentucky, there is a mountain connection. Buddy plays for Kentucky's opponent, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Jaysean Paige played his senior season in high school at Perry County Central, and after spending 2 years in junior college, now finds himself playing for Bob Huggins in the Sweet 16.
Well, the first thing he brings is toughness. He's a tough player. He plays extremely hard, and he's a good scorer. So he definitely brings scoring and, a toughness to our team on the defensive end, and that's something that we need in the way that we play.
Paige says during his time in Hazard, he grew to understand the passion behind Kentucky basketball and was even recruited by the fans to cheer on the Wildcats.
It's a bluegrass state. Everybody wears blue. Everybody's Kentucky fans. Nobody roots for anybody else but Kentucky, So they try to get me to turn into a Kentucky fan down there, but I stay to myself, but they got a real good fan base down there.
And Paige says his time with the Commodores certainly played a big role in him being where he is today.
I learned a lot playing down there, playing against a lot of different competition and different styles of play, traveling around the world and playing against different guys all around the state. So, I learned a lot there, on and off the court.
Paige is averaging just fewer than 15 minutes per game, but he did score a season-high 18 points for West Virginia against Baylor in the Big 12 Conference Tournament. Reporting outside Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, I'm Josh McKinney for WYMT Mountain Sports.
Well, on a day that's usually pretty quiet, the West Virginia players had a lot to say today in their media visits. That's a topic in tonight's KSR Minute.
Normally the day before the NCAA tournament is not really one of news, as the players try to say as little as possible before the game. But not today. A couple of West Virginia players made news when they said that Kentucky not only was not as good as people thought, but also that they didn't think they played hard. One even went so far as to say they're 36-0 now, they're going to be 36-1. Now, the UK players responded exactly as you would think. They sort of shrugged it off up until I told a couple of them that they said that the players did not play hard, and that seemed to really make them upset. Now, I've always said for big games, if you're the number one team, you just don't want to be distracted. And I don't think these comments made a distraction for Kentucky. Instead, I think it made them motivated. If I'm Bob Huggins, I ask my guys, why would you poke a sleeping bear? You need everything you can to pull off the upset. Why also make the players mad? And having talked to a couple of the guys, saying that they didn't play hard and weren't giving full effort may have done just that. I'm Matt Jones, and this is the KSR Minute from Cleveland.
And Erica, that is sports. Thank you, Lauren. We'll be right back.